there's a way to make an entrance.
This is my destiny.
It was now a conspiracy of witches.
Download Veely today.
Tonight on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
What do you think about me at the moment? I think you're horrible.
No, calm down now. I hate you.
It's the midway point at the House of Tiny Tearaways. With the end of the week almost in sight, are the solutions to this week's families' problems in reach? 3 desperate families, each overwhelmed by parenting problems that have turned their toddlers into tearaways.
No, you don't.
They're going to be living here for just 6 days in the hope that they can turn their lives around. The person they're looking to for the answers is clinical psychologist Dr. Tanya Byron.
Working with 3 families in such an intense environment is unlike anything I've ever done professionally before, and it is a huge challenge. I'm working with the parents, I'm working with their children, and I'm building a community. It's a tough job to do in a very, very short space of time.
And for the families selected to be part of this programme, this is make or break.
I love you.
No.
This is the House of Tiny Tearaways. It's the early hours of the morning and Maisie Morritt has woken up. Single mum Nina Morritt is struggling to cope with 2.5-year-old Taylor's aggressive behaviour and constant tantrums, which younger sister Maisie is starting to copy.
Come here then. Alright, okay, I'm up. I need to do fun. Are you two not tired? You must stop this screaming because it ain't healthy.
Taylor completely rules the roost at home, which has shattered the bond between mother and daughter.
Maisie, no!
Over the week, Tanya's taught Nina how to parent her children more positively, but thinks that Nina's isolated home life could also be a major cause of her parenting difficulties.
Is she? Yeah. Say I love you. Love you, baby. If you can
Tanya
say that
has been
was
working
then,
with Nina on
and it was
looking
really
more
bad,
positively towards
but it's
the
not going to
future.
affect me now. If you can look at some of that pain, but put it where it belongs and move on with your life, I think not only will the girls benefit, but I think you'd benefit hugely.
Despite the early hour, Nina has taken her daughters to play in the living room.
No. No, you sit up. If you want to go to bed, you've got bed. You ain't sleeping on a sofa. Yeah, you sit.
Me sit.
Not like a soldier, just sit comfortably, yeah.
But it doesn't mind. Mom, Dad.
It's looking at you. Shall I tell you why?
No.
Because you're up at 4 o'clock in the morning and it ain't very happy with you.
The new day dawns, and after being up for more than 2.5 hours, Nina, Taylor and Maisie have gone back to bed. While the Morritts sleep, the Oakford family are up for the day.
Mom,
Yes.
can you get me Super Hoover?
Give them to you tomorrow.
Yesterday, Tanya gave Mum Tamara a selection of marbles to use as an incentive for the
See,
boys to
let's go
behave
for
well.
stickers.
Every 15 minutes, they
5
earn or
marbles, you
lose a
can move.
marble,
Look at this
depending
face.
on whether their behaviour is good or bad.
Are you listening?
If they collect enough
Coming up
marbles,
from
they receive a
behind.
reward.
No.
I'm in.
Right, stop. Do you want your
I
marble?
had it first.
Do you want your marble? Let go, because Dylan was playing with it first.
I'm not playing with it.
Let go. I mean, Dylan was hoovering for Mummy.
You will not get your marble if you do not let go. Right, Owen, do you want to go to time out if you don't let go? I'll give you one more warning. Owen, let go. No marble. And time out then. Come on then. You're going time out because you would not let go when I asked you, and I gave you 2 warnings.
Single mum Tamara Oakford arrived at the house unable to control 7-year-old Dylan and 4.5-year-old Owen's violent behaviour towards each other. Tanya was immediately forced to lay down some ground rules for the boys and taught mum Tamara how to parent more assertively.
Sit on there, and you do not bounce on my sofas. Do you understand me?
Following Tanya's advice, Tamara has been using the time-out technique, which lasts 1 minute for each year of their lives.
Do you understand why you come in here? Are you going to do it again? Well, let Dylan do some first, and then I will let you have some. I will take it from Dylan and give it to you when it is your turn. It is fair. If you do it again, you come back to time out.
Tigers, bears, oh my. Tigers. Bears growling at my back.
How are the Oakford boys doing? Let's just remember that Dylan and Owen, when they came in, were beating each other up really, really aggressively. Do they seem like different boys to you now?
Very different boys. They've responded really well to the marble stroke car sticker chart. They are listening to their mother much more because she is being much more firm and assertive with them. Interestingly, with Tamara, she's making better progress than she realises. And one of the last things she said to me last night before I left the house was, "Oh, it's all falling apart, it's all falling apart." And I think both her and Nina are very susceptible to this because they have quite a low self-esteem as mothers. They are much more able to kind of pick up on the things that aren't working than to really recognise the things that are.
You'll be fishy and you run away from Pussycat. Yeah? Whee! Go slowly, Owen, because she's little. Go on in, fishy. Go on, Owen.
Whilst Tamara Oakford looks after Taylor and Maisie Morritt, their mum Nina joins Tanya for her daily consultation.
How are you doing?
Fine.
Fine?
Yep.
Good fine, rubbish fine?
Good fine.
Now, an extraordinary thing happened last night, and that was, at 3:30 in the morning, Maisie woke up, and she then woke up Taylor, and you took the 2 of them out of their room, into the front room, dressed, and gave them breakfast.
Because they won't go back to sleep.
Why wouldn't they?
They wouldn't. You can. I know when Maisie will go back to sleep, when Taylor, they was awake.
They would go back to sleep.
Because I did put Maisie down again, didn't I, for half an hour?
No, not at this point you didn't. Let's have a look
I remember putting her back into her bed.
Let's look at Maisie.
She was a little cow last night.
She was not a little cow. She was a child who has never been taught to go to sleep.
Oh, yeah, I suppose so.
That doesn't make her a little cow. It makes her a little child who doesn't know how to sleep in her own bed.
Yeah, right, okay.
Right.
But then she still had quite a lot of sleep last night.
Yeah, I'm going to get to that. But what I'm saying to you is look how often she's waking to be given something to suck, and for long periods of time. And you were brilliant. You put her back, and then you put her back, and then you put her back, and then she slept. But when she woke at that point, you didn't put her back again. No. You got up. Okay, why did you not put them back in their bed?
I must have been, I don't know, I must have just thought it was...
Did you think it was the morning?
I must have done.
Yeah.
Because I think if I would have, in the bedroom, known, I should have looked at the clock. I should have looked at the clock, because they would have gone back to bed.
Very, very good point. Yeah. Very good point.
Yeah. But then, see, once I got out there and I looked at the clock, I couldn't have taken them back in, because that would have just kicked right off. The fact that they've been out of their room, they've seen the toys, and then I've taken them straight back, that wouldn't have been fair either.
It would have been more fair than keeping them awake for such a long period of time, because now your girls have not had enough sleep, neither of them.
Yeah, last night, it's on it.
You've made huge strides in a very short space of time in terms of your relationship with both your daughters, particularly your eldest.
Yeah.
What does that say about you as a person?
I'm strong and that I can do it.
Right. Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Right, and you've got to keep telling yourself that.
Yeah.
Because it's Wednesday, but then there's only 2 more days before you go home.
Yeah, that's what I'm a bit worried about.
And home is where you really have problems because you're very isolated.
Yeah.
You keep yourself to yourself, and you don't really socialise much.
No.
You don't go out much.
No.
Do you go to toddler groups or anything like that?
No.
Why don't you go to toddler
Only because
groups?
always before, Taylor was just like scream.
But how do you feel about walking into a room full of other mums and their
No, I
kids?
get a bit nervous.
Right.
Yeah.
Because what do you think would happen?
They'd all just look at me. I don't know. It's weird. I just think they look at me and think, oh, who's that?
Right.
But then I've always been like that, so.
Okay.
But I am going to try and do something with her.
What do you think you're going to try and do when you leave the house?
Get her into a play group.
Which you go to with her?
Yeah. And then get her into one that she goes to on her own. Just to build that thing that mummy's going to come back.
Right.
Sort of thing up.
So when are you planning on going to these toddler groups?
I don't know yet. I'll have to find out when they're all on and that.
No, I can tell you when you're going. You're going in about an hour to a toddler group.
With loads of other mums?
Yes.
No, I can't do that.
Yes, you can.
I cannot do that. I've got a... Don't think that's a bit soon. What, like a normal toddler group? Oh my God.
You are going to go to a toddler group. You're going to play with your girls there. You're going to have positive play. You're going to be interactive. You're going to be full of life, and you're going to be full of fun.
They're going to think I'm a right nutter.
I'm going to so ignore that. You're then going to help with giving out the tea and the biscuits and the juice. You're going to talk to at least 3 other mums, and when you come back, you're going to tell me what their names are and tell me a little bit about what you talked about.
I've got to what? Give juice out?
That's what you do at toddler groups. And you're going to speak to at least 3 other mums, but you can surprise me and speak to more if you want.
I've just got to get their names?
No. I want to know their names. I want to hear a little bit about who they are, where they come from, what they do.
They're going to think I'm a nutter.
Why?
Going in, excuse me, what's your name? What do you do?
But let's just get a perspective here, okay?
I'll get the kids to do it for me.
Sorry?
Yeah, but I don't do things like that. I've never done things like
I
that.
know, and that's the problem. That is the problem. You sit at home alone, feeling miserable. You don't have major family support at all.
But I've got friends.
Yes, you've got friends, but you need to make friends with people who share similar experiences with you, who have children.
I have been to one before, I think. Yeah, it's a toddler girl. I did singing with the girls.
So what's the big deal?
Because I knew the person that was doing it. Bit different, isn't it? I don't know no one here.
Well, you didn't know me before you came in here, and you didn't know the other mums.
Yeah, I suppose so.
What do you think about me at the moment?
Well, you're obviously doing it because you think it'd help, so...
Yeah, but what do you think about me?
I think you're horrible.
But you still love me a bit.
Yeah, no, I'll do it. If you think it'd help, then I'll do it.
Since Sunday, I've been the positive, loving, praising mum to you. Today, I am being the tough, assertive, no-nonsense mother. The only way you will succeed at this toddler group today is if you walk in there with your head held high, thinking positively about yourself and the experience that is about to happen.
Mum, guess what Owen did before we came in here?
What?
Before we came in here, we whacked somebody round the head.
Who?
Me.
Are you lying to me? Because if you are, then you lose your next marble. I tell you what, for being honest and truthful, you can keep your marble. But if it happens again, then you come to time out.
I only need one more marble, don't I?
Yeah, to catch Owen up.
Owen, can I have my private speak with you now? Come with me and I'll tell you something. It's a secret. Don't tell anyone else. And start being naughty now. Start hitting me round the head. No, the head. The head, come on. Hit me round the head. Hit me round the head, please. Hit me round the head. it went round the head. Mum, Jim said that came round the head.
Did he?
Yeah.
Right, okay, I'll deal with it.
Right, hold my hands. Come in this way.
The Morit family are leaving for their trip to a toddler group.
Yeah, you're going to get in the car. Come on. No, you're getting in the other car. Ty, come on, mate.
And your chin.
I want to do it.
You are doing it.
Tanya set up a game where the
Yeah,
boys
right, you
must
can do it
pass
from the other
balls
end,
to
'cause
each
Dylan's
other
not going
under
to
their
play now.
chins. She
Dylan's
wants
now
Dylan
lost.
and Owen Oakford
Wait a
to
minute,
play a
let me do that
physical
one.
game that also requires them to be gentle, so that they
I'm
can see
sorry.
that the two things aren't mutually exclusive.
Give it to Owen, Dylan. Dylan, Owen to Dylan. Wait, Ethan. Good boy.
No!
Can you give it to Dylan?
Owen!
Calm. Calm.
I quit again.
Give it to Owen. Good boy.
Cheese.
Gently, go on, Owen. Wow.
Marble time.
Marble time. You don't get one.
Owen doesn't get one.
You go, Ethan.
Owen, you don't get one. Mum?
It does.
No, it doesn't. He got like
What one would you like, Ethan?
I can't get it. He got a car. Owen got a car. Owen doesn't. Owen got a car. I went like this. He got it.
That one.
Owen! No! This is what Owen did. He can't do it.
He did it.
That's what he did. That's what he did.
No, calm down now.
I hate you.
Stop throwing the balls.
Go away. Uh-oh.
You've now lost your next marble.
No, he's not winning. Is he?
Thank you.
Good, I quit. I quit the meanwhile. I'm putting all of my marbles back. And I'm going back to the beginning, in fact.
Do not touch that. You touch it, you go to time out. Do not
Go
threaten me.
away.
Come here.
No.
Come here. No, talk to me. All right, you can sit like that and look silly. Right, listen.
Very good for Jimmy.
Let's keep on going, you two. Are you ready to talk to me?
I bet something wrong. No. I bet something wrong with stomach. So he did touch it. He touched it.
Didn't touch the car.
Yes, he did. The car. What he was.
It's not for you to decide, it's for me to decide. I'm
Fine.
in charge.
With only 2 days to go in the House of Tiny Tearaways, there's still a lot to do before this week's tearaways become angels. 20-year-old single mum Nina Morit is struggling to bond with her aggressive 2.5-year-old daughter Taylor. Tanya's taught Nina how to parent in a more positive way, and although the bond between mum and daughter is improving, their journey is far from over. Sole parent Tamara Oakford is unable to control 7-year-old Dylan and 4.5-year-old Owen's violent behaviour towards each other.
Stop!
Brothers' fights are increasingly aggressive, and Mum Tamara struggles to separate them. 4-year-old Ethan Woods refuses any food he might have to chew or bite, leaving Mum Sasha and Dad Simon desperately concerned about his restricted diet. Having identified their inability to say no as the main cause of the problem, Tanya has encouraged them to become more assertive, and Ethan is making good progress. Still to come.
Lift up
improve
the
Ethan
lily
Wood's
pad.
biting ability
Okay,
and introduce
what
him
we're
to
gonna
new
have now?
foods,
One
Tanya has
lily
arranged an
pad
activity
at a
for all the
time.
boys in the hope
And
that
lift
Dylan
up
and
the
Owen
lily
Oakford's
pad.
good example will encourage Ethan.
Way!
Different foods are placed under
Done.
each water lily,
Right, come
which in
round here then.
turn
You're
each
gonna do
child
yours
needs
now.
to bite in order to win a prize.
Can he do it? Whoops. Can he put it in his mouth?
To number 2.
Good boy. Right, okay. What are we going to have now?
Cheesy puff.
Good
Whoa.
boy. Let's hear it crunching. Nice one.
Watching?
Yay! Please take your cup, sir. Okay. One more champion to go.
Ethan?
It's Ethan. Here he goes.
Take it.
Are we ready?
Yeah.
Steady.
Crunch. We want to hear.
Yeah!
Yeah, chew it. Chew it.
That's good. That's very good. Okay, here we go. Well done, darling. What's under here? What's under here? Take a bite.
Go on, you
Let's
can
see
do
your
it.
teeth.
No.
You can do it.
Let's see his teeth in it, Mummy. All we need to see is his
All right,
teeth
just
marks
put your
in
teeth
it.
marks in it.
Teeth marks
Just
in it.
teeth marks. Teeth marks like we did with the other ones. They're exactly the same.
They're just bigger. Can he do it? Well, we've got our eyes closed. Everybody close your eyes. Close your
While they've got their eyes closed, well, they're not looking at you. Bite it.
Oh,
Bite.
I can see teeth.
Bite.
That's it. Your eyes in it. Look, your teeth up. Well done. Very good. Excellent.
Ethan. Well done. Right, round
2 more to go, Ethan, and you get your trophy.
round the other side.
Right. All you have to do is pick this up and give it a kiss. It's a banana. There's a good boy. Good boy. Give it a kiss. Give it a kiss. No. Good boy. Very good boy. That went into his mouth. Very, very good boy. Shall we try what's under here now? It's the last one. You've succeeded here. Run round with Mummy. Run round. Are you going to beat her?
Sheet's way.
Hey.
One.
That's it.
One.
There we go. Ready? Give them a big cheer, boys. Very good.
And collect your prize.
First of all, stand here where you can put your hands in the air like a champion. Give them a cheer.
Yay!
There we go.
Well done.
It's 10 minutes later and the game really seems to have made an impression on Ethan.
What's that?
Banana.
Yeah. Give it a kiss. Or lick it. Just give it a kiss. Why don't you put your teeth to it and see what it's like to bite down on it?
No.
No?
What's the one here?
That's nice.
It's got a yogurt.
Is that a really nice pudding?
Yeah. Yum. They're delicious.
Dylan Oakford is in the lounge entertaining his brother Owen and Ethan and Sasha Woods.
But where are they?
While Dylan and Owen play with the other families, Mum Tamara joins Tanya for
It's
her
Wednesday.
consultation.
We're halfway through.
Yeah.
How's it going?
I think today they've been pushing me more again.
Dylan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To see if I'm going to be as strict and as tough with him as I've been over the last couple of days.
I'm really glad that he's testing you, actually, because we've had this sort of miraculous turnaround. But the reality is when you go home on Friday, back to the environment where he knows he can rule the roost and get his own way, he will push you. So I'm glad he started to do it here. We have to keep reminding ourselves he's a very bright little boy who needs a lot of stimulation. And he will test you and he will push your buttons and he will stress you. And what he's now seeing is however hard he tries to stress out his mother can stay in control.
Yeah.
You've been really impressing me, I have to say. But the thing about you, the other 2 mums in the house, I think, are recognising their success. But I don't think you quite recognise how much you've achieved in such a short space of time.
No, I don't think I do.
No. Why do you think that is?
I don't know. I suppose I just don't want to believe that I can do it.
Why don't you
I
want
don't
to
know.
believe it?
I think for so long it was been so bad that I just never thought I would be able to regain control and be a good parent to them.
Well, let me show you an example of a really good parent, okay? This is an example from yesterday, and I want you to look at the way you handled it. I think you did it really, really well, okay? It's really, really good example.
Go to the room.
I need to finish this
You can come
off.
back and do it. You don't do that. You don't hurt little girls.
Come on.
Oh, well, Ami's going to win, isn't he?
All I do is sit, watch. That's all I do when you put me in time out. Sit there and not.
Yeah, and you should think about what you've done. You shouldn't hit, should you? What'd you say?
Sorry.
No, say it nicely.
Sorry.
Brilliant. Absolutely spot on. Tell me what you did there that was so good. What did you see there in yourself that is so different? I can't tell you how different it is to the way
I was
you
actually
walked
talking to him. I got down, I was talking to him, I was making him look like... I was just connecting more with him. Whereas before, if I have told them off, it sort of just shouted out into the room, above their heads, and they're just blanking it and ignoring it. But now I'm sort of coming down to their level, making them look at me, making them take note, and I'm saying to them, do you understand?
Brilliant.
I've never said that before to them.
How does it feel in that moment where you regain control over your son?
Really good. Really good.
I would say that you have a particularly special child on your hand. I think he's well above average for his age. And I've known a lot of very high IQ children who have behaviour problems because they get what is going on cognitively. They can't say it quick enough, they can't write it quick enough, they can't read it quick enough. So they throw the book, they forget the thing, they get, then they go and punch something.
Yeah.
Because their cognitive development is almost ahead. Their sort of information processing is ahead of other kinds of development, and so it's not catching up. I think we're building quite a different picture of this child.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like my son at the moment.
Does it not?
No, it's really quite strange. I can look at him sometimes and he's playing so nice and he's being so calm, and he's talking to me a lot more. Whereas before he wouldn't. If I go outside, he's sort of chatting to me, and I've never really had that with him.
And why do you think that is?
Because he feels that I'm there at the moment, that I'm taking notice of him and that I'm not ignoring him unless he's being naughty.
How cool is that?
It's really good.
The Morritts are being sent out to a parent and toddler group. But for Nina, who never normally ventures out of the flat, the thought of having to mix with strangers is terrifying.
I'm not happy about having to ask people their personal sort of what their husbands do, because I think I stand out a bit. Need a fag. Nothing.
Tanya believes that a lot of Nina's parenting problems are due to a lack of confidence, and that if she can get through today, all this will begin to change.
What do I do now? Feel awkward. It feels strange, and it's busy. What am I supposed to do?
Things don't start well as Nina fails to take control and misses obvious opportunities to mix with other mums.
I'm Jan. I'm Nina. Nice to meet you. I want me to go and speak to 3 people. I can't do that. I can't. No way.
Mingling with the group isn't going well, but Nina does start to engage the children, remembering Tanya's advice on positive interaction.
Wow, that's a nice picture. So put another one on top of that. Go on then, Taylor, put some glue on.
This is a real step
What should we
forward
stick
for Nina,
on? You
who
choose
never
something.
takes Taylor out for fear of her massive tantrums. But although the parenting is good, an unsure Nina keeps herself isolated from the rest of the group.
I'm not asking people their names. I sound like a freak.
But with the children behaving and only 20 minutes of playtime left, Nina seems to find the courage to make things happen.
Hey, should we go and introduce you to some little girls and boys? Come then. What's your name? Vicky. I'm Nina.
Nina, okay.
How long have you been nannying for?
I've been nannying since they're 9 months.
Yeah.
Sociable. You come here and chat.
Because that's what I get a bit nervous about.
What, chatting?
Yeah. How old's he?
He's 10 months.
I think she's been going through terrible too since she hit 1.
Yeah.
And when
Let's do
Taylor
that.
misbehaves,
Come on.
Nina's
No,
firm,
come on.
fair and unfazed.
No, naughty. Stand there. Look at the wall. No. She knew she'd done something wrong. She could give her a kiss, so it's forgotten about now.
Give the wiggle. Row your boat gently down the stream. If you see a crocodile, don't forget to swim.
I enjoyed it. I expected them to be stuck up, to be quite honest with you. I know it sounds really bad, but it was a really, really good experience. Really pleased I did it. Chatting to people made me realise that they're all just the same. Every kid goes through different stages. So yeah, that's good to know. Pleased with that. Taylor, did you enjoy it?
Yes.
Yeah. Do you want to do it again? Yeah.
Tanya has introduced a snowball game to see how Mum tomorrow controls her sons, Dylan and Owen, during a potentially boisterous activity. Tanya has asked Tamara to take charge of how she would like the game to be played. She must set boundaries and see that the boys play by the rules.
You only get one turn. Actually, come and stand over this side.
I think the other two need to stand back, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
So we can have a good
Don't throw it too hard. If anyone throws it too hard,
stand back a bit because you're going to get whacked in the eye.
I've got to tell you when to go. Ready? Go. Yay! For Dylan. Dylan, back. Do not touch it after you've thrown it. Do you understand?
Ethan, you're going to hit a snowman.
Go.
Yay! Well done, Ethan.
Stand back, Ethan. Yay! Owen's turn.
Big one.
Yay! Well done. Stand back, Ethan.
Lovely.
Ready? 1, 2, go. Oh,
I'm getting ready.
Ready? 1, 2, go. Yay! Calm down.
Let's have a snowball fight. Please, Mum.
Yeah. Go on then.
Yeah.
Gently.
No.
Not. Dylan. Not too hard.
No.
Right, let's get Owen. Let's get Ethan. Ethan.
Not too hard, Dylan. Dylan, will you calm down?
I think.
I asked you not to throw at faces.
I didn't mean to.
Should we go back to trying to get the snowmen down?
Yeah.
Wait.
Sorry.
No, don't go and sit on the chair, Dylan, until you can learn to calm down and listen to me.
Okay.
Now you miss out.
Where's the snowball?
Should we pile some snowballs up and try and knock the snowballs off?
They all went down very quickly.
Yes.
I didn't even notice.
Can I come in now, please?
Right.
No, let's just get him. The rule is we have to get him first.
Right, I'm afraid to say, boys, the game's over now.
What?
Dylan, Owen, Ethan, no more throwing of the snowballs on that chair now, Dylan.
Why?
I asked you to stop, and you haven't.
Ethan, put it back in there now. No more. No more.
Go and sit down on that chair.
No more.
Let's protect
more.
myself.
I know it's snowing, but we're not allowed.
Get on that chair now. You've now lost your marble. Owen, I said no. I said stop. Sit on the beanbag and stop.
Yeah.
It is finished.
Good job, you did
now.
say that.
Unfortunately,
we
we stopped on a bad note. Owen, sit down right now. Otherwise, get on that chair, otherwise you go for a time-out.
Was it fun?
Can we keep one?
Was it fun? Yeah.
Sit on that chair.
We've got to stop playing it now.
Sit on that beanbag. Do not move. I said it was finished. I said to not throw anymore. What did you both do? What did you both do?
Can we just one
What
more
did you both do?
Not listen.
Exactly.
I
Well
want to
done.
chuck it at the snowman.
No, you give it to me. You give it to me.
Excuse, I'm going to chuck it upwards and you've got to try.
No, you give it right. You're in even bigger trouble now because you threw it again when I said no. Look at me. Do you want to go for a time-out?
It's animal.
No, Owen. Sit. Get up. Get up. I knew this would degenerate into this.
It's snowing. It's Owen.
Time out. I told you no. Dylan, you stay there. You move.
Dylan. We need you. Miss.
She's really gone over the top with the old discipline, hasn't she? She's far too over-controlling.
I didn't go away.
While Tamara's away timing out Owen, Dylan's desperate for the game to carry on.
You're going to get in so big trouble.
Who's going to help me? Somebody get me another...
No, because you're not supposed to be doing that, are you?
Die! Go, boy, go.
No, he's not. He's not allowed to.
Go get me photo.
You're not going to do it, are you?
But,
Should we go tell Dylan and Ethan?
yeah. Ethan in bed. And not Ethan there. Didn't you? Goodbye, baby, in the treetop. Yeah. Come on, move.
Well done, Dylan, for staying there.
Come on, move.
Give me a hug and a kiss, because you sat...
No. I was going to tell you different.
I kept getting...
Yeah. You kept getting up and throwing snowballs.
I didn't throw them.
You did. You did.
Right. Put them down now. Right. No marbles. Do you want to... Stand up.
Swim in the snow.
Do you want a timeout?
No.
If you don't behave,
Can we just
you will
do
get a
that again?
timeout. Right, do you know what we have to do now?
I want to do it
Listen
one more time. I
to
just want
me.
to get those
Dylan, listen to me, please. Thank you. Well done.
swim.
We have to tidy this all up now ourselves.
No more throwing, any of you. Help tidy up now.
Step bone.
All we have got, boys, is these to clean up with.
Step bone.
Do not, otherwise I will take you to time out right now. Can you help pick up all the big bits?
Ethan, you can pick up the big bits.
Smash. I'm smashing them into little bits.
No, you are not.
I'm jumping on
Dylan,
them.
will you do as you are told and pick up?
Die.
Put it down. You are going for time out.
No, this is my one.
You should have done as you was told, and maybe I would let you save one.
I am. No. No, my goodness. I was going to say that to Daddy.
Right, when we go back, you should have listened.
I was going to say that to Daddy.
After
Good boy,
observing
Owen.
Tamara's
Good
handling
boy,
of the
Dylan, well
snowball
done.
game,
Did it
Tanya
go?
talks her through how the exercise went.
Okay, how did that go for you?
Quite stressful, actually.
Yes, I saw that, and I think that's what caused some of the problems. I thought you were quite over-controlling, actually.
Yes.
I thought if you'd relaxed a bit more, things wouldn't have been...
Quite so tense, and they
'cause-
were getting tense.
Because you were really tense, your voice was going up. Your expectations of their behaviour was quite high. You suddenly stopped them without giving them a warning.
Yeah.
And when they did well, you didn't really praise them very much, but you were very quick to say, don't do this, don't do that, sit down, do this, do that. And I think, actually, that's what kicked Dylan off. I think these kinds of activities stress you out because you expect them to behave badly.
Yes.
And I think because you expect them to behave badly, particularly your eldest does, because you are getting stressed and he starts to kind of wind you up. Yeah. And I don't think you needed to do as much of the timeouts and as much of the sitting as there. I think if you'd just been calmer, he would have listened better.
Yeah.
Do you agree with
Yeah,
it?
I do.
So what I think we've learnt from this is that situations where you predict things are going to be out of control, you actually can cause to be out of control because of your anxiety.
negative.
Your kind of negative vibe and so on.
You should have done this outside and just left the mess then.
I know, but that's why I didn't.
Oh, yeah.
That's why I didn't. All right, well, I'll let you make clearing up fun.
Yeah.
Okay, then. See you in a minute.
Can I do that, please?
Hello, girls. Hello, sweetie.
Hello.
Can we go straight to your bedroom, just have a quick chat, see how it went?
Leave them alone.
How was your day?
Fine. I went to the thingy, the playgroup.
Right.
And it went really, really well. Taylor loved it, loved the singing. Got in there and I was really nervous, didn't really want to do anything, just sort of stood there, didn't want to talk to anyone. But then I just sort of...
And what was going through your head?
Wanted to get out of there. Wanted to get out of there, or wanted you there. It was horrible. But then, I don't know, I just sort of gelled into it all.
How did it happen?
Oh, this woman, I can't remember her name now. Vicky, I think.
Yeah,
something like that, yeah.
Okay.
She started talking to me. She nannies for 2 little boys, twins.
Information?
Yeah, so it was... And then I was fine.
Yes.
I would do it again. When I get home, I will go to parent and toddler groups because Taylor thoroughly enjoyed it.
Can you believe you're saying this?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because I just didn't think it'd ever happen. Really didn't think it would ever happen. But she was just made up. Absolutely, like in the car on the way home, just now when we was waiting to come in, she just grabbed hold of me and gave me a cuddle. Taylor didn't do that 3 months ago, but she's done it today.
Well, she didn't do it 3 days ago, really, did she?
Well, no.
So, what have you learnt about yourself from this experience?
That I was silly to think I couldn't have done it, because I've gone in there and I've done it.
Despite having a lot of anxiety?
Yeah.
Yes?
And that I am stronger than what I think I am.
Hugely.
Definitely.
Who did you do this experience for?
Taylor and myself. At first, when I first walked in there, I said, she better be happy because I'm only doing this for you. But then as it sort of went on, for you.
Oh, so I better be happy.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But as it went on, I sort of sat there and I thought, well, no, I'm actually doing it for me and Taylor. But Taylor just absolutely enjoyed it. And I enjoyed it because Taylor was enjoying it. So, yeah, I'm definitely going to do it again.
So was I right to send you on this outing?
Yeah, I didn't think he was, but yeah.
So who was
Proved me
right?
wrong.
I proved you wrong?
Yeah, you did. Thank you.
That's all right, my darling. Oh, goodness me. Oh, do you know what? You do my head in, and I'm even beginning to talk like you. Is it time to have a little bath and bed? Yes. Quick snack, quick bath and into bed. All right then. Without juice to suck on.
Yeah, no juice.
All right, but I'll talk you through it. Well done, darling. Well done.
Simon Woods has returned to the house from his day at work in time for Ethan's dinner.
It's very,
Tanya has
hot.
suggested that tonight Sasha and Simon should leave Ethan to eat his evening meal with the other families and observe how he gets on without them from the consultation room.
Broccoli,
While Ethan has started eating chips this week, broccoli and chicken pie are
then you'll get a yogurt
completely new to
afterwards.
him.
Yeah?
What do they want?
Well done, Ethan.
Ethan
Well
makes a
done.
breakthrough immediately,
Clever boy.
tasting pastry for
Clever
the
boy.
first time. And he follows it up with a piece of chicken before Simon and Sasha have even left the room.
No, we've got to go through.
Shall I?
Yeah, if you eat your dinners nicely. Don't worry, you'll get an extra one for settling in bed, won't you?
He loves them chips. He loves them.
Have you tried getting him to use his fork rather than his spoon?
I did try today, but he was like, no. So...
Put dinner on your plate first, please.
But then he's using his fingers, which he never did before.
No, so that's good. That's even more daring.
Yeah.
That's a more daring thing now he's done. That is so daring.
He's funny.
Who's that?
How the hell did he fit all that in? Big cop.
It helps as well having the other kids there. We need to start sitting down with him all at meal times and eating together. I know it's difficult, and he's not touched the broccoli though, has he?
No. He just loves it. He's so proud that he can eat chips, you know.
Good.
He really is.
You just got to keep praising him.
Yeah.
Nathan, he's doing really well. Look, he's almost beaten you. He's nearly eaten all his dinner up. And you've got loads left. Isn't he, Ethan?
Who's going to come third?
Tanya's keen to discuss Ethan's remarkable progress at the dinner table.
It's quite incredible.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
As soon as I put it down, he had a bit of pastry.
What has he eaten tonight that he's never eaten before?
Chicken pie.
Chicken
Pastry.
Pastry, chicken, gravy.
He's had chicken before. He's had gravy before.
But not in pastry.
No. And I would have probably done mashed potatoes, but I've done just chips and...
Did he whinge?
No.
Did he cry?
No.
Did he ask for yoghurts?
No.
So why not?
Because he's got somebody there to sit and eat with.
No, I'm not there. That's what you mean, isn't it? You want to be
No,
really
it's 'cause
cruel.
Daddy's not there.
No.
It's because you're both not there.
I'm not there.
I cannot tell you how many times in this house, and we do this experiment with all the kids with eating problems, what I do is I do a meal with the child and take the parents away. The reason I took you away is I wanted to show you how much you are a source of anxiety for him when he eats.
Yeah.
As soon as you take away the parents,
Right.
the child starts eating. His success will be very much up to you being really calm, really consistent, and continuing on being the way you are. And he will learn that mummy and daddy don't mean yoghurts and giving in anymore.
I think if we carry on like this, I think he will cotton on very quickly. And the problem will be solved very quickly. I actually do think that.
He's just eating chicken pie. I mean, he is absolutely, completely connected, the feeding process with the two of you. Because literally, as soon as he sees you, like we saw last night, Daddy, yogurt, 4 yogurts, Daddy.
Yeah, that's what he said to me this morning.
And he said it to you. And I'm not blaming you at all.
Yeah.
What I'm trying to help you understand
He's eating
is...
something else off that plate.
He is.
He's eating some broccoli, I think.
He doesn't want to stop eating.
No.
He's loving this process. He's finding it a bit bewildering, but he's loving it.
I think we all are.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's bedtime in the House of Tiny Tearaways. Tonight, Tanya has joined Nina to help her instill a better and calmer bedtime routine using a technique of gradual withdrawal. She's also asked Nina to settle her children without their usual bottles of drink.
Go to sleep. What? Yeah, in a little while, Taylor. Taylor, in a little while. Taylor, no juice tonight. Because you're a big girl and you don't need juice. Mummy's going to sit here instead. Yeah? Babe, just... Please don't try and make this hard for me. This ain't working.
It is working, but it takes a very, very, very long time. Right, give them both a kiss.
Yeah.
Stroke their heads, say goodnight, and then just come out here and let's see what happens. And sit in the door.
Give me a kiss. No. Give me a kiss.
Just settle them down.
Lay down. Just come out now. No, you can't have any juice.
All right, this is what you're going to have to do. Right, whoops. You're going to have to sit here, against here, lay them both down. And don't look at them, and just... Okay, so you're going to sit...
I've fallen asleep.
Well, it's okay. And then just have your hands here. You're going to lie down. Good girl. Good girl. Hello, you're going to lie down. Show me how big girls lie down. Good girl.
Good girl.
Are you going to lie down like a big girl? Yes. That's it. That's it. You're going to lie down on here, sweetie pie. Just here.
In the Woods bedroom, Dad Simon tries to put Ethan to bed using the rapid return technique.
Daddy's just in here, yeah? No. No, we leave the light off, Never keep the door open. Come on, lie down. Sleep.
Where's Mummy?
Sleep.
Where's Mummy? Where is Mummy? Where's Mummy? Daddy, where's Mummy? Daddy,
Come on.
After sitting with Maisie and Taylor for 37 minutes, Nina is able to leave the room with her daughters asleep.
I believe that. Come on, let's talk outside. 2.5 years she's gone to bed with a drink. And she's done it.
I can't believe they did it like that quickly. Considering there's no drink though, that's not bad, is it?
That's amazing. What happened? Why do you think they settled? What changed in the room?
Because you was in there, I was calmer.
Right.
With Maisie, you know, she kept opening her eyes because she checks if you haven't moved, and if she don't see like your legs or something, then she gets up. And you stayed in exactly the same position, whereas I don't. I have to move about.
So you're going to have to learn to sit still.
Yeah.
I've left the pillow in there.
Yeah.
I'll get another duvet in the house for you tonight, so you can put the duvet there. What you're going to have to do when they wake up is just go and sit in the position I was in, and just do exactly what I do, just put your head back and just look at them and go, shh, 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 and do that. These little girls, their dad's gone.
Yeah.
They are worried about being left.
Yeah.
Also, they are used to sucking themselves to sleep.
Yeah.
They need a calm, reassuring presence near them, and they are fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
When you were in there, I was watching you. You were sort of patting them,
Yeah.
putting your head down, but you were moving about a lot. And you've got to have the patience to
I
solve
haven't
it.
got it though.
Well, you're going to have to find it, otherwise your kids are going to
I
have
know.
major sleep problems.
Yeah, I know.
It's also the end of the day for Dylan and Owen Oakford.
Oh no, not a double cuddle. Not a double cuddle. Not a double cuddle.
Back in the Woods bedroom, Ethan finally settles after just 4 rapid returns, an improvement on last night's 7. It's 3 o'clock in the morning and Maisie Morritt is awake. Last night, when both Maisie and Taylor woke up in the early hours, Nina took them into the lounge to play instead of trying to get them to return to bed.
No. No, you sit up. If you want to go to bed, you've got bed. You ain't sleeping on a sofa.
After her successful bedtime with the girls, will Nina now be able to remain calm and patient and manage Maisie's nighttime waking? After just 10 minutes, it looks as though Nina has managed to settle the girls. Or has she? Tomorrow on the House of Tiny Tearaways.
Good morning, Mum. I love you very much.